A bride's sister-in-law doused her in black paint moments before she was about to walk down the aisle in a supposed revenge attack. Okay, look at that nail. Look at that. That is absolutely terrible. I cannot even imagine. Gemma Monk, 35 years old, mother of two, was looking forward to marrying her now husband, Ken Monk, in May 2024. She was walking with her father on a cream-colored carpet at the venue in Maidstone, England, when someone called out her name. Seconds later, she was splashed with black paint, and she said this in an interview with Kent Online. She then realized that her attacker was, in fact, her sister-in-law, Atonia Eastwood, married to Gemma's older brother, Ashley. Gemma supposedly grabbed her by the hair, but Eastwood managed to get away. The bride was obviously left distraught in tears. I mean, who wouldn't be? Because, like, what the actual fuck? So, according to an interview that the bride did, this was supposedly some sort of, like, revenge attack that spawned from, like, a miscommunication or a misinterpretation, as it were. It says, Gemma had been banned from the wedding following a feud that stemmed from her own wedding, during which Monk was accused of trying to trip up Eastwood. Okay, so this whole thing occurred because I guess the bride that got paint thrown on her supposedly tripped a different bride. That may be so, but I frankly really don't give a shit about like what happened or what she did to deserve this. According to this article, Monk lost a significant amount of weight during a cancer scare, okay? So she'd been with her partner for 20 years, had a cancer scare, and then after she was healthy, they decided to get married. Her sister-in-law knew about the medical struggle at the time, but still decided to, quote, ruin the most important day of her life and put her at risk. Apparently, after the attack happened, Gemma had to scrub the paint from her face and body in the changing room, and she borrowed a dress that an usher got her so she could marry her partner of more than 20 years. So the wedding still went on, but like, I can't even imagine putting this whole thing together, months and months of planning after like a pretty scary health scare. You're so happy, you're so excited to marry the love of your life, who you've been with for pretty much your whole life, and then someone ruins it by throwing paint on you. I don't care what this bride did, to be honest. This is like totally inexcusable. I'm really glad that she, you know, went through with the wedding after that. And the fact that the sister-in-law had been banned from the wedding tells me everything I need to know. After the attack, Eastwood was handed a 10-month prison sentence, suspended for 12 months. She was also ordered to perform 160 hours of community service. Is that an appropriate sentence? I mean, yeah, if you're thinking about doing this at somebody's wedding, just know you could literally go to jail for it. So obviously people on Reddit are trying to like unpack this to find out like what did this bride do to like deserve it, you know? Everything that references the initial kind of like the incident that caused the sister-in-law to want to do this in the first place, it just says that like at her own wedding she was tripped, or it was some sort of miscommunication about being tripped. At Eastwood's wedding the previous year, Eastwood seems to have stumbled or something and blamed her sister-in-law for it. The details of the supposed trip-up incident are very vague. Eastwood and the bride's brother weren't invited to the bride's wedding due to Eastwood's vendetta. So Eastwood then showed up with black paint, and as the bride was about to walk down the aisle, she called the bride's name and threw paint on her. I don't understand. Like, let's unpack this for just a second. Regardless of whether or not someone was awful to you at your wedding, okay? Even if she did trip her, that doesn't give you the right to, like, show up to someone's wedding that you are banned from and take it upon yourself to then ruin that person's wedding, okay? I will never be on the side of someone who literally does something that could be considered illegal and, like, could put you in jail. Never. I'm all about the petty revenge, okay? I do like to move in the shadows. I will never be of the opinion that you should show up to someone's wedding and purposefully ruin it. You can ruin people's weddings that hate you by just showing up and being fabulous. Not too fabulous, okay? Not focus pulling on purpose. Just being fabulous and being unbothered and being the queen that you are. Or not going at all, you know? It doesn't have to get to this point. I know this isn't an Am I the A-hole, but Atonia was 100% the a-hole. I just really wanted to use that thumbnail, you guys, because that's a good thumbnail, I just have to say.